Alright, we are back in the Cub. We're at Chattanooga and going to go to the next point that I want to see, which is just over the hill. There's that weird twin engine AI Vision jet. Thing is not real, at least not that I can find, unless it's not a Vision jet. It just kind of looks like it. But anyways, let's hop in. Looks like the winds are calm. Let's just double check that it didn't. Yep, we got live weather. So winds are calm, skies are clear. Should be a nice easy flight.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
So, not doing a mission again, just flying on our own dime, down to $37,964. So, we'll need to hop in the Vision jet over the weekend and get a few flights in as well. I don't know how long this flight's going to be because I have no idea where I'm going. But, well, I know one place where I'm going, but it's not that far away. So, yeah, I don't know. We're going to go to Dunlap, Tennessee, or Dunlap. And, really, I think maybe we're just going to take the highway out of here, follow the highway, and not straight line it, just kind of see the sights. That might be what we do. So, yeah, let's make sure everything is working. Got our flaps. Okay. And parking brake off. We're not going to do any radio communication because we know how broken that is right now in this game. Back taxi over here. You know, I feel like they just get these vehicles to aim for you. I think that's just what they do. And you know what? We don't need all the runway, because this thing will get up off the ground pretty quickly. Didn't put fuel in it. We've hardly used any, so... And we're off.
Have a nice flight.
Nice
Just
and
to
easy.
remind you, we're not paying you for this one.
Flaps up. A little bit over speed on that. Switch it to right tank for this flight. RPM back here. We gotta get this thing trimmed. And we're looking for the interstate. That's gonna take us downtown. It's too bad though that this isn't photogrammetry, because that would have made it look even cooler. Here's our interstate. We'll follow that to downtown. It will cut across to the industrial area. That was a mental hospital that was up there on the tip of the little river peninsula. Which you can, I don't know what that's called. I'm sure there's a name for it, because there's a name for everything, but yeah. Even here we got this little cut through for the interstate on this this little ridge. Then it flattens out over in the valley. Try to get this thing trimmed out a little bit. Sit up a little higher. Actually, don't like. Got a thought it must be a park up there or something. Baseball field, and I have no idea what that is. Lacrosse, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what those markings were in the grass. We have lost the interstate. It's over there, but it'll cut back across to us. I guess it's not really an interstate. Maybe it is, but it's a 4-lane highway. Yeah, I'm not getting a number on it. I-24. Okay. Now, I don't know if it's still I-24 when it goes up north, but that's what we're taking. It's labeled as US 27. And it cuts across here. And this would look a whole lot less messed up if we had photogrammetry, but is what it is. We got a nice baseball stadium on the river. Looking at the bridge, it's actually quite a large one. Boy, I know, like, I've played them in the show many times, but I can't think of what their name is. Back just a little bit here. Okay, so we're going to follow the interstate up here. We could just immediately cross over these bluffs, and that's what I'm calling them. I don't know if you would call them bluffs, but that's what we're going to call them. We could just jump across into the valley, but I want to take the road just to kind of see what all is going on. So the river is off to our right. Then we got these ridges, and this one just happens to have the highway on top of it, which is pretty crazy. They had to do a lot of tree clearing and flattening, I am sure. Shit, it's a 6-laner too. 3 in both directions. We got another ridge and another ridge, and I wonder if there's only certain places that you can get through, because I'm guessing they don't just go road over the top of some of these. They look pretty steep. Got a very big tower there, and bridges, which are always painful looking when it's not photogrammetry. Got a little bit of a crossover here. Just gonna drop down off of this ridge. We got a power line. Just go above that. And now we head down off the ridge into the valley. I mean, this is just a neat area. Power lines running along our left side. They're not crossing over in front of us that I can tell. We'll follow this up. It's going to connect with another little highway in a bit that kind of splits you off into which way you want to go, downtown or over by the airport where we took off. Off to our right, got some larger houses out here, some big plots of land. Everybody's got a pool out here, it looks like. I enjoy doing this low flying though. So, we're going to be joining up with Highway 153. Sure, it's got a different name than that, but here it is. Continue on towards Soddy Daisy. That is a town name. Cell tower over there, and coming up here, things are starting to get a little more open for us. Off to our left, still got the big bluffs. That one cuts back in. Got an exit, and I believe there might be a little bit of a waterway coming down from that area, but not seeing anything, so bigger industrial area here, and we are into Soddy Daisy. Now the interstate is going to come up here and then do a weird little split off across a railroad track that is coming up on our right. There it is. It's going to cross under. At this point, you know what? We'll just follow this railroad track. Might be a little harder to do, but we got the track in sight. It shouldn't do too many hard bends. It looks like it's going to go through this little valley. Yeah, a little more difficult to follow, especially as the trees get put over it. But it goes in this general direction, and you can see the interstate up ahead climbing the hill. That is where we're headed. Let's get up a little bit higher here. Yeah, I've lost the railroad track. I think it is just under our right wheel. Maybe it's off to the left there. Yeah, it might be going up that hill. But we've got the interstate in sight, and that is what I want to follow, because that is going to bring us over the top of these bluffs down into the valley that I assume is going to be awesome looking, because it was pretty awesome looking from the air. But it could be wrong. So railroad track goes to the right, I believe. We are going up the side of the bluff. This is fairly steep grade. But all you gotta do is make it long enough to take some of that out. If you're going up the side like this, it's gonna do a hard little chicane to the left. And back to the right. We're up to 1,300. We took off, I believe, at 600 feet. And now we kind of curve back and head back to the south a little bit. Got some hotels over here, and maybe a town up here, but I don't have anything listed at this zoom level I have on the map. Go along this for a couple miles, and then we turn back to the north to descend. We won't do that once we get to the edge. We're just going straight off it to Dunlap, which doesn't look like that big of a town, but it looks like it's got an awesome view. Scaring all of the cars on the road. Looks like they got a center divider as well. Seen a lot that just got built along a lot of I-80, where they fill it in with rock and put up some fencing. Iowa's had that for a while on I-29. Yeah, up here, just a whole lot of wilderness. Now in 2020, Knoxville, Tennessee wasn't even photogrammetry, so I think there is quite a bit that is not in Tennessee. Alright, we got an exit coming up. There it is. Got a little bit of farmland here. Kind of a community up here. Not really a defined one, it looks like. Guy's lost. this point, we're just gonna go straight. Oh, we got a quarry here. Straight up over this, down into the valley. You can see the road eventually goes back up the other side over there. We have just this massive valley out here. Just goes north and south, all on its own. The river joins it down there to the south. But it is crazy. Now, it actually looks more impressive right now from higher. Like, this is less impressive than what I saw, but I think we're gonna find ourselves some place to land down here. Airport-wise, we don't really have anything. We can go south and land at Matthews, which is probably just a farm. But yeah. I mean, it is pretty crazy that there's just this massive valley here. You see it just carved out here on the map for the topography. Got a high school down there, I think. Maybe. Yeah. Some weird colors though for the fields. Alright, so we've got an airport down here. Let's go find it. Get to ground level and see what these look like from the ground. That was not as impressive as I was thinking it was gonna be. I'm telling you, when this came up, when I was flying at 12,000 feet, I was like, holy crap, that's crazy looking. But I think it's just because there's so many trees down here that it kind of, I don't know what it is, but we'll land, we'll see. Looks like a good road to land on down there. But we will go find this airport, which has a 2,000-foot runway. But it is grass. Tower. Did not see that coming up. Last thing I need to do is run into one of those. There's a whole lot of trees down here. I do not know where. I mean, it should be pretty easy to see because it's going to be carved out of all the trees. is back over in this area. So we're gonna have to do a flyby, try to find it. There it is. Alright, we got it. Actually, pretty large strip. Wind. We've got 5 knots from the right, so we will head over this way. RPM's all the way up. Some speed burnt off here. Flaps out 1 click. Try to spot it. There it is. Okay. Full flaps. We are pretty high up. But we gave ourselves enough. So I got a hill and some trees right in front of it. So I'm going to kind of come in at this angle here.
Ouch, that looks like it hurt.
That was a little rough.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Yeah, that was negative 470. We dropped that one on pretty bad. Hopefully that did not do any damage to the plane. We're going to take off in that direction, so let's taxi back here. Sadly, down on the ground there's so many trees. Not a whole lot to see, so let me just yeah, looks like I did a little bit of damage to the plane. That's okay though. We're gonna park it down here. Maybe go up on that hill. Okay. Alright, parking brake on. Let's kill the engine.
Everything is on board.
Okay, we weren't carrying anything, so thanks for that update. I'm going to turn the battery off. So, well, this didn't do us much. Let's pop the drone out. Go up in the air a bit. And, yeah, the valley from the ground, still not impressive. I'm disappointed. I mean, it's cool, but it's not as cool as I thought it was going to be. Let's go ahead and get the plane. No, just too low. Let's come up here and take the photo. Well, not quite what I wanted, but That's okay. Let's take a look at... Yeah, they're fine. Oops. They're all good. Alright, let's get back in the air.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
I guess... where to go? Should we go to Jasper? I think we'll go to Jasper. We'll see what's down there. There's an airport down there that we can land at. It's along the river. And maybe we get some cool scenery down there. Don't need flaps. We're up.
Enjoy your personal flight, pilot. You can search for more jobs after you land.
Yep, let's head south. See what we see. Kind of some low clouds in here. Alright, that should be good. We are going to do some lazy flying for a bit. Autopilot altitude. Oh, autopilot, why are you just throwing it up in the air like that? Heading. Alright, well, let's switch it to 13 since it's decided to pull straight up there. I guess maybe I could have just done level mode. Alright, so let's get ourselves pointed. We're heading down this way. Heading mode is not on because level. Turn that off. Okay, got it. Looking around off to our right, we've got Whitwell and Powell's Crossroads over here. Any other towns along the way? No. So just Jasper, Kimball, and South Pittsburgh. This will bring us down to, we've got another dam down here on the Tennessee. Next to State Park, just across the hills from Chattanooga. So, distance-wise, we've not progressed across the world much more than like 50 miles. But that is not the point of the personal flights. Like, we'll probably just head south. I don't know. Like, we got Alabama is actually south of us now because the Georgia-Alabama line meets up right about where this airport is, south of it, across the river. And then we got Bridgeport, Alabama. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna head. That is for another day to decide. This will be a little bit shorter video, but those are always good to have. So we got a little bit of headwind still. Probably landing in the same direction. This airport, it's kind of at the same angle as well. Let's actually head over here. I'm gonna just turn autopilot off. Got an opening over here, the lakes / river. So river comes out of there. Got a quarry over here on this side. Deep cliffs there right at the end of the shoreline. We got a couple of bridges over the lake as well for I-24, and then another highway. We got a little town down here as well. I think maybe I don't know what this is over here. It's all messed up. Looks like a bunch of docks for the lake. So yeah, we got Haletown down here. But yeah, the shorelines are completely messed up. Big old drop-offs. I mean, maybe that's how it is, but bridge, and then a very low bridge over here, and maybe a tiny little marina. This is I-24. And then it goes onto a little island. Imagery and terrain is really messed up down here. We got parts of the highway. It's all screwed up. The highway's splitting both sides. It doesn't know what it's doing. Alright, our airport's just over this ridge. Back into the valley. There is the airport. Go ahead and head down this way. Get turned around. Land. And call that a trip for today. It's paved. Hopefully I do a little better. We got a ton of room to work with. We had a ton of room to work with the other place. I don't know why I dropped it down so hard. Start backing off. Should be able to do a pretty short turn in here. It'll be fine. There it is. Red light's telling us we are too low, but we already knew that. Quickly fixed itself. Speed on the flaps.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the parking and put your parking brake on.
Gliders
I'll be
all
in touch.
parked up over here.
Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
There's a... This looks like a crafted airport. Like, there's a lot more detail going on here. Ooh, let's slow it down before I turn. Alright, well, we're at Jasper, which apparently is a detailed airport here. You guys are Siamese? Apparently. Okay, well, I'm gonna just park here and ignore you. Turn that off.
Let's go.
Turn our battery off. Let's, oops, forgot to put the flaps up. I want to kind of walk along this airport here. Yeah, I mean, this is not your normal generated in AI airport. This is a different level. Yeah, okay. Well, we're at Marion County. That is the name of it. We've got actual buildings. Got a Jeep that just fell into the world. You know what? Let me drive one of these. We've got, I mean, old school doors going off the side to open them up. Got more cars bouncing in as we look away. Vending machines out here facing the sun, so I'm sure those are nice and toasty all the time. Got hangars back this way, and this must just be a glider club area, which is why we've got gliders thrown all over the place here. That's some random luck. Let's go into drone mode here. Yeah, so nothing back there. That's all AI generated. And then got some street lights on the way in. A couple of hangars back here. Some very small hangars, ran out of room to fly around, but hey, some random luck of finding an airport that is handcrafted. So we might just do a photo of that as well. Yeah, that's cool. That's a neat little random coincidence. So hope you enjoyed this flight. We'll probably do vision flight next video, and then come back to Tennessee in a bit and try to figure out where I'm headed next. Thanks for watching.